I'm Chantel Roberts, and I'm an expert witness for claims handling standards, practices, and procedures. I was an adjuster for 20 plus years. The Art of Adjusting is a vlog to help professionals and lay people alike understand a bit more about the insurance claims industry. We're going to take a quick look at cargo policies. This is what keeps goods protected while they're being shipped. In cargo, there's usually two types of policies, a wet and a dry. The wet is the marine, that's with the ocean, and the dry is inland marine, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. The inland marine is available to for-hire trucks with one or more of the following body types: a dump truck, a box truck, a cement mixer, cargo vans. You've got your tractor trailers that have this kind of cargo, flatbeds, and car haulers. Inland marine also covers transit over land, which is radio towers, instruments of transportation, even bridges and roads. So the cargo policies are governed usually by the Carmack Agreement. It limits the liability for carriers. There will usually be a bill of lading, which sets forth the terms and conditions of shipment for both the carrier and the shipper. And there's a time limitation to file a claim, which is usually about 9 months. It begins to run the date of the delivery of cargo. It does not apply to intrastate shipments. That's shipments inside of one particular state. The MCS 90 endorsement is an endorsement to motor carriers' auto liability policies. And although it says that it's an endorsement, it is not insurance. This is where the carrier will pay for something that normally wouldn't be covered, but then the insured reimburses the carrier. So, for example, Santa has insurance through Elven Clause Mutual Insurance Company. Santa would not have coverage for his sleigh because the sleigh is not a for-hire vehicle. But because there's a lot of good little boys and girls throughout the world, Santa can't get all of the toys inside his sleigh any longer. So what he does is all of the elves then take the toys and drive them to all of the Amazon workspaces and hubs throughout the United States. So if the elf has an accident, then it would be covered under the cargo policy because we've got interstate shipment from the North Pole throughout all the different states. We have other people's properties. It would be the property of the little boys and girls, the good little boys and girls. We have a bill of lading. Because the elves make sure that they tell Amazon that this toy belongs to Sally and this toy belongs to Billy. So that cargo would be covered if there was an accident. Now, what would happen if Santa's sleigh tipped over because he was drinking too much eggnog and the eggnog spilled, or the milk spilled, the cookies spilled, and polluted a river? Would the MC-90 endorsement cover that? And the answer is no, because again, remember that it is not a vehicle for hire. The sleigh is not a vehicle for hire. However, if our elves had a little accident where they got involved and eggnog and milk and cookies was spilt in a river, polluting it, then yes, we would have the MCS 90 endorsement covering that. And then Santa would have to reimburse the Elven Clause Mutual Insurance Company. So this week I've discussed Santa's cargo policy, and I haven't even begun to scratch the surface with inland marine policies, but think of this as kind of a primer. Every claim is different, and every insurer has different protocols for handling losses. However, this being in the litigated world that we're in, see below for some legalese. Few claims go to a jury trial, and picking an expert who has been deposed the most or has gone to trial the most may not be the correct expert. Failing to have a second set of eyes in order to save on expenses isn't always the best way to resolve a loss. As an expert witness and former claims adjuster, I'm sharing my experience on the art of adjusting. Thank you for listening. I appreciate your time.